these last two are really my last two,
Okay.
my top two
All
on
right.
there.
Number two, then.
Number two is the what's going on category kind of deal. And it's Inside Man.
Oh, great movie.
Yes.
One of my favorites.
I think it's even better from a movie perspective. I know Spike Lee, they always go back to Do the Right Thing. I think this is his best directorial picture.
I 100% agree.
It is. I mean, I watch it and I watch it and I watch it and I put my phone down. It's one of those movies where the phone goes down, even though I know the dialogue, I know what's going to happen. The phone goes down and I watch it.
And dude, let's break this down real quick second, because we're both such lovers of films. What makes that movie? It's a perfect movie from start to finish. It's just all the right balance. In your opinion, can you sum up what you think makes that perfect?
Well, one, you don't know what's going on.
Right.
I mean, you do now once you watch it, but you don't know what's going on. So you put yourself in Denzel's shoes, and you're like, okay, I got a robbery that's not a robbery. I got a hostage situation that's not a hostage situation. And then I got a whole bunch of political pressure on me. Something's not right. And then you have Denzel Washington and Clive Owen in that lobby scene and talking and the whole thing. It's just Spike Lee. It's always Do the Right Thing, but for me, it's always Inside Man first.
And you know what? You're absolutely right. And Spike got, in my opinion, he got out of his own way, and all of his very strongest skills came to the surface, even with those classic little moves of his, like the person on a dolly and the camera goes with him.
Exactly.
And then the horns, the way they come in, dun, 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 dun. I mean, very dramatic. But I got to give credit to Russell Gewirtz. I don't know. I can't even pronounce it.
Gewirtz.
He wrote it,
Gewirtz.
and talking about just a rock solid script. There's not an ounce of, here's the thing, there's not an ounce of fluff in the entire film. You know, a lot of films you'll be watching, you'll be engaged, and you're like, oh, here comes that scene. You're like, I'm just going to go grab a drink, honey. Don't stop it. And you come back and you haven't missed anything. You can't do that with this film.
No.
Yeah. All right. My number two stars Michael Douglas and Sean Penn, directed again by one of my all-time favorite directors. Yeah, hold your thoughts. Certainly in my top three. That is, of course, David Fincher. This was a movie that literally took my breath away. It was beautifully shot, well choreographed, exceptionally surprising, had me hook, line, and sinker right up to the tail end. And even every time I watch it thereafter, and I know it's coming, I still let myself lean back into the surprise and go with it. It is The Game. God.
So you disagreed with me on Speed. I'm going to kind of disagree with you on this one.
Okay. Tell me why.
Because visually, it's one of my favorite of his.
Mm-hmm.
The end, though, ruins it for me.
I could see why you say that. There are
everything up to that moment.
Yeah.
Was phenomenal.
Let me ask you this: Did it ruin it for you because you felt like it was a little bit too much of a bow?
I thought it was too cute.
Okay.
They thought it was clever.
Yeah.
But I thought it was too cute.
Okay.
And what have you? But you got to admit, it's one of Fincher's happier endings.
Yes.
On there.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you that. I will say this.
But that's okay.
One last thing about David Fincher. If I could have any movie that I would write, any story that I would write today, if you'd ask me who would be your number one director, David Fincher. If I could get him to direct it, this is where I think it's so good that you can literally hand your baby over and go, Mr. Fincher, take it, run with it. I'm not even I trust you implicitly because the guy just knows how to visually tell a story.
Yeah. That's what differentiates him. That separates him from Nolan, because Nolan usually has some sort of input on the screenplay of all his stuff. Where Fincher usually just takes somebody's work and sort of creates this world out of it.